Seated in the auditorium today are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. And on the platform are the college faculty and staff who've motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their college experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation, who have become good friends, mentors, and colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then, as members of an extended support network, to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. And that celebration now begins. Presiding over the winter commencement ceremony is the president of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davie Jane Gilmore.
Good morning. We're going to try that again. Good morning. Wow, thank you very much. I want to welcome you to the Community Arts Center, where the soon-to-be graduates of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, family and friends, and graduates have all gathered. On behalf of the administration, the faculty, and the staff at Penn College, I want to welcome you to the Fall 2017 commencement ceremonies. We call this the Fall Commencement because strictly by the calendar, winter does not arrive for another 5 days. But we often hear that meteorological winter begins on December 1. And this past week, there was some confirmation as we experienced the first truly white wintry weather of the season here in Pennsylvania. And as chilly as it has been, today I have nothing but warm feelings for this most special occasion for all of you. Soon I will have the distinct pleasure of shaking your hands as you cross this stage of the beautiful Community Arts Center, magnificently decorated for the holidays, reminding us of this special time of year. We will send you on your way for life's journeys and life's adventures. It's a privilege that I've enjoyed for nearly 2 decades as president of this institution, and it is a ritual and a rite of passage for you, the graduates. It's one that I cherish and never take for granted. Your minds are no doubt racing right now because there are many things going on. Your impending celebrations, reconnecting with your family and friends who have supported you along the way, and as they should be, celebrating this day with you. There are thoughts of overwhelming desire to know what's next in your world. My guess is they're tinged with a little bit of trepidation, accompanying any new endeavor, whether it be launching a career or continuing your education. Here's the thing. I encourage you to revel in this day, the celebrations and the uncertainties alike. Take none of it for granted. Years from now, you will look back on this milestone moment and you will think with special fondness about what this day meant to you. In your brief time with us, you have touched our lives as well as the lives of your classmates. The Penn College community joins your family and friends in celebrating your achievements and in recognizing what they signal for you and your prospects in life. Penn College's Degrees That Work can serve as a passport to secure your employment and very rewarding careers. But the particulars of that journey are mostly up to you. I have faith in your commitment and your resolve. So please savor the occasion and remember to share your memories on #PCTGrad. We look forward to hearing about your many contributions that you, our soon-to-be valued alumni, will make in the days and the years to come. Now, this is not your traditional commencement ceremonies. This is graduation from Pennsylvania College of Technology. So instead of me asking you to please silence your cell phones and put them away, I'll ask you to at least put them on vibrate, but keep them out and begin to capture the moments that will happen today. So I will begin with the first picture of the day for PCT #grad. We expect to follow the ceremony. We expect to follow the ceremony on Twitter, Instagram, well, all the things you know and you do every day. So with that, I say thank you and welcome to the ceremony.
At the spring commencement ceremony, Penn College recognizes the outstanding work of both our graduates and our faculty. The highest honor given a faculty member at Penn College is the Veronica Music Master Teacher Award. First awarded in 1982, 31 faculty members have been chosen to receive this award. In May, Dr. J.D. Mather, Assistant Professor of Engineering Design Technology, joined the ranks of master teachers. Dr. Mather joined the Penn College faculty 25 years ago, 1993. He earned the AAS degree from John Tyler Community College in Richmond, Virginia, the Bachelor of Science from Virginia Tech, and the Master of Science and the Educational Doctorate from East Tennessee State. Dr. Mather is renowned in the engineering design world as a leading expert on Autodesk. He has won numerous awards for his contributions to the discipline. My favorite is the Mr. Fix-It Award from the Autodesk University. We sometimes see experts in the field have difficulty conveying their vast knowledge to beginning students. Not so with JD. He has mentored and inspired hundreds of students in his teaching career, and they love him. One of JD's colleagues in nominating him for the Master Teacher Award told the following story. JD often tells his students that if they did something right, they should save it. He repeats this mantra often in an effort to ensure that his students never lose something they've spent many hours working on. You can often identify Dr. Mather's students and working in an open lab as they're whispering the phrase, "Did something right, save it," to themselves as they work. Several years ago, a group of Dr. Mather's students had T-shirts made up with his signature phrase. On the front, "Did something right." On the back, "Save it." Our tradition is for the master teacher to address the graduating class at the winter commencement after receiving the award, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. J.D. Mather, Master Teacher 2017. Dr. Mather.
Hello, graduates. No more tests, right? And the title of this lecture is Life is Not a Test, It is a Crossword Puzzle. Funny thing about receiving a Master Teacher Award, all of a sudden everyone thinks you have all of the answers when you walk in the room. After being presented the award, I get a call from a colleague at 9 p.m. Asking, "Hey, there's a skunk in my garage. What should I do?" Now, if life is a crossword puzzle where I can fill in the easy answers first, I know this one. Move. Let's put this philosophy of life as a crossword puzzle into perspective. When I was in high school, I wanted to make friends with a girl in class, so I offered to help her with her homework, as she indicated she was struggling. The homework assignment was to fill in the short answer blanks of a worksheet based on a book chapter. I started by searching through the chapter for the relevant information and then instructed her to write down a sentence directly from the book. She objected. She thought she was supposed to know all the answers. Over the next couple of weeks, I came to understand that she thought all schoolwork was a test and that she was supposed to know all of the answers all of the time. It's no wonder that she struggled in school and didn't like school. I wondered, why have none of her teachers picked up on this? I teach engineering design, and I'm often asked when presented with a difficult design problem, how do you know where to start? Look at the problem as a crossword puzzle. You know some of the easy answers, but there are many that you don't know. You start to fill in the answers you do know, and then some others that you didn't know start to answer themselves. For the rest, the ones you can't figure out, what do? You look into the back to find the key, right? You cheat. We don't call it cheating anymore. Now that you're entering the real world, we call it research. And it's expected that you ask your neighbors when you don't know the answers. Last spring, when I was presented the Veronica Music Teacher Award, I commented that it is really a reflection of my students. Let me explain why. When I was approximately the age of these graduates, there was a show on TV that opened each week with a student mentor scene with the following dialogue. The student says, "Master, when may I leave?" Master says, "Grasshopper, when you can snatch this pebble from my hand, then you are ready." So a couple of weeks before I was presented the Master of Teacher Award, I'd come across an interesting pebble on the internet that was directly related to the lecture topic for that morning. I decided to use it as a case study example. I had not practiced a solution myself and quickly ran into trouble during class. It looked like my lecture was about to crash and burn. My mind was racing, trying to figure out how to recover. I'm thinking, should I say this would be a good time to take a 10-minute break? Or is this really serious? We'll pick this up next week. Class dismissed. So sweat was starting to bead up on my forehead. And then one of the students, AKA Grasshopper, piped up, "Hey, Dr. Mather, can't we simply..." And then he proceeded to describe the solution to our problem. I'll spare you the technical details, as that could take a little while, about 4 years to be precise. But he saved the master's lecture. In this story, you should catch a hint that this might not have been the first or only time that a student saved one of my lectures. I didn't know all of the answers to the crossword puzzle when I walked into the room, but together as a class, we figured out the solution. So that's why I attribute this award to the help of my students. Graduates, whether you realize it or not, you have also made your instructors better masters of their fields of expertise. And Grasshopper, that is why you're walking across this stage today. You have plucked the pebbles from your master's hand. You don't know all of the answers to the puzzles you'll be presented in life, but you are ready for the challenge. Fill in the ones you do know, and the rest will fall into place. Now, crossword question on my lecture. Let me call on a student. All the hearts are beating a little bit faster. That's what we do in class, call on a student. Where's Richard? Richard Wood, faculty outstanding student, AKA Grasshopper. All right, now here's the question. Remember, I can't hear, so shout it out. And if you have trouble answer, do the same thing you've done for the last 3.5 years. Ask your neighbors for help. We call it research now. Ready? Richard, a 4-letter word. A skunk has taken over your garage. What do you do? Move. Now, Richard's been a good student for 3 years. When Richard Wood walks across this stage to snatch his pebble from Dr. Gilmore, I want to hear the largest round of applause this theater has ever heard. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mather. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Vice President for Student Affairs.
President Gilmore, Senator Yaw, Provost Starkey, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the December 2017 graduating class. It's my great pleasure this morning to introduce your student commencement speaker. Now, for those of you that have heard me give these student speaker introductions before, you know that I usually start off with the details and build up to the really big stuff at the end. But for Garrett Corneliuson, you kind of have to start with this. He is the first Penn College graduate to be recruited and hired to work at Tesla, one, if not the most innovative automaker energy storage companies in the world. So how did Garrett get this amazing opportunity? It's not the usual job offer for a welding major, but then Garrett's not the usual welding student. Garrett came to Penn College from North Carolina after graduating from St. Stephen's High School in Hickory, where he first took welding classes. When he arrived, he did exactly what we encourage students to do. Take advantage of every opportunity you can, get involved on campus, and above all, excel in your chosen field. Garrett was 3 for 3. He took on opportunities few students do. He studied abroad for a semester in Austria and was so taken with his experience that he cross-registered to take German classes at Lycoming College across town. He got involved on campus. He co-founded the PCT Bike Club. He served in student government in a variety of roles, including the executive vice president. He was a member of the American Welding Society. He was selected as a presidential student ambassador, and he graduated from Leadership Boot Camp. And finally, he excelled academically. A multiple-time Dean's List student who graduates today cum laude, Garrett's work in the classroom and the lab led him to highly coveted internship opportunities with John Deere, Siemens, and Tesla. But it's not just what he did, it's how he accomplished it. One of Garrett's 3 nominators summed it up nicely when she said he was always one of the first students to volunteer to help with special projects or assignments. He was always willing to share his experience. He has an incredible story to tell. Garrett earned a Penn College Award, our highest recognition for leadership, involvement, and service to the college, and graduates today with his Bachelor of Science in Welding and Fabrication Engineering, cum laude, with a minor in Innovation Leadership. It gives me great pleasure to introduce your 2017 Student Commencement Speaker, Mr. Garrett D. Corneliuson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elliott Strickland. Graduates, take a look at your watches, or more likely the phones you're currently texting on. Except you, Dave, I know you're not texting on your flip phone. In less than 5 minutes, your final lecture will be over, and you'll be one step closer to walking across this stage. I'd like to thank you, class of December 2017, for the pleasure of presenting your final lecture. For the rest of the audience, thank you for being here to support us. We're thankful for our families, for their love and care, everyone here at Penn College for their knowledge and guidance, for our roommates since freshman year who have been our friends since day one, and for Kimball's Pub for their Wednesday night specials. Special thanks there. I do need to take this opportunity to speak to the people who are really important in my life. You know who you are. You've made me the person that I am today, and you've set the path for who I'm going to be in the future, and I'm truly grateful for you. This is my first time giving a commencement speech, naturally. I think I'm supposed to impart some profound knowledge or wisdom. If I'm not successful in this endeavor, you can contact my Fundamentals of Speech professor. I'm going to speak today about a concept that I have learned to appreciate throughout my college career, and that is failure. We're about to graduate from college, so I think we've earned the right to say we're successful. But I think we're only successful because we've also failed. Every one of us has tried and failed at something, whether it was a math test, a job interview, or even a major. We've had bad ideas. We've put ourselves into situations that challenge us, that make us feel uncomfortable, and sometimes there's a really high chance of failure, and sometimes we failed. And that is okay, because failure makes us who we are. We learn so much more from failure than we do success. The word failure has a lot of negativity behind it, and I don't think that's really our fault. From day one at school, we're told not to fail. Though I think we should not be afraid of failure. Instead, we should embrace it, encourage it even, and use it as a tool for learning. I think some famous people who we consider successful understand this. So here's a quote for the sports enthusiasts in the audience. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again. But that is why I am successful. Michael Jordan, professional basketball star. The thought of failure makes us nervous. College is a great example. How many of you have had sleepless nights thinking of an upcoming exam or a big assignment? Nursing students, Maggie, I'm looking at you. It's scary. It's stressful. The good thing is that stress means we're pushing ourselves. I guarantee that each of us are going to encounter failure throughout our lives. For some, it may seem like we just can't catch a break. In every challenging experience, we're not going to know what the outcome will be. Our lives are a path on the edge of uncertainty, which is great because we don't grow on a secure path. A lot of risk takes a lot of work. I know it's cliche, but life isn't easy, and I think that's what makes it fun. Our success will be defined by the way we handle our failures. You're all here today, so I know you have a pretty good handle on this concept. Don't forget what it's like to get a C on a test and then study your butt off and get an A on the next one. Don't forget to learn from your failures. I see people checking the time, so I must be coming up on my 5 minutes as promised. When we leave here today, I hope we all fail hard and fail a lot. If we do, I know we will all truly be successful. College is over for most of us, but we should continue learning, continue failing, and continue working towards success. Thank you.
The Mentorship Award recognizes alumni, individuals, or businesses that have made significant and ongoing contributions to education and the development of Pennsylvania College of Technology students by providing mentorship opportunities or professional guidance. This year, we honor Jeremy L. Thorne, who in 2013 earned an Associate in Applied Science degree in Ornamental Horticulture, Landscape Technology emphasis, and Ornamental Horticulture Plant Production emphasis. He now owns and operates Thorn Care Landscape Solutions, LLC, in Sugarloaf. Jeremy is a Pennsylvania Certified Pesticide Applicator, an Interlocking Concrete Pavement Institute Certified Paver Installer, a National Concrete Masonry Association Certified Segmental Wall Installer, and a member of the National Association of Landscape Professionals. I got those all right, Jeremy. While at Penn College, Jeremy served as a presidential student ambassador, as president of the Horticulture Club, and as vice president for finance for the Student Government Association. At his graduation, he was a recipient of the Rose Stamen Memorial Award presented for brotherhood, service to the college and community, and scholastic achievement. He also served as a student ambassador to the Green Industry Conference for 2 consecutive years and has since been invited back by the National Association of Landscape Professionals to help run the Student Ambassador Program at the conference. He has volunteered for several years at the NALP Renewal and Remembrance Annual Day of Service at Arlington National Cemetery. And he's helped the NALP set up for a TV segment on Fox and Friends in New York City and was honored by the NALP's first Young Entrepreneur of the Year award. Jeremy takes time off each year to volunteer at the National Collegiate Landscape Competition. He has returned to Penn College to speak to several horticulture classes. He has volunteered at open houses and various recruiting events on campus. He helped an Eagle Scout complete his Eagle project, and he also volunteers at Christ Lutheran Church. I am delighted today to present the 2017 Mentorship Award to Jeremy Thorne. Please join me in welcoming back this generous and supportive alumnus who has made us very Penn College proud.
They told me to write a speech, but I figured enough people already did. My story's pretty long, but I'll make it short. I graduated high school in 2004. I started Penn College when I was 25. They made me believe again. I learned how to do math again. I learned how to read again. I learned how to write again. I had to take every developmental class they offer because I forgot it all. But here I am today in the place I love. I come back every time I have a chance, a couple times a year. And I just enjoy it. I couldn't be more happy that I chose this school to better myself, and they made me believe that everybody could do better. So I congratulate everybody today on your graduation. And if there's one thing I could say is everybody has a story. Take time to listen. Take time to tell your story, because you don't know what people are going through and where they'll be in the future. So congratulations and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that by our charter is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I would like to call upon Senator Gene Yaw, chairman of the board of directors, to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Senator Yaw.
This is a very special occasion for all of you. The degrees being awarded have come from hard work, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend to all the graduates our congratulations and best wishes. And to all the supporting family, the members, the faculty, and friends, I extend our thanks and for your support. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you, on behalf of the board, to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate school dean.
Thank you.
Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these women and men have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you, with all of their rights and privileges, and congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty and staff, your baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degree and certificates that you have earned, with all of the rights and privileges, and congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. Now, if you'll remain standing, and would the baccalaureate graduates please stand? And Garrett, join me over here. Ladies and gentlemen, not too long ago, you entered this Community Arts Center as candidates for the certificates and degrees that you have just been awarded. I had the honor of conferring those degrees upon you, and now as a symbol of your entry into the world of educated women and men, I ask that you turn your graduation tassel as I turn the tassel of your class representative. This symbolizes to the world that you are in fact now a graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. Can I have a selfie?
Of course.
I told you you'll need your phones. Okay. See,
Uh-oh, that's a video. She's
No.
taking a video.
no, I'm not. Well, I might be. Is that gonna do it?
Here. Where's the...
See?
There, we got it.
We needed help. Research, I like that. Can you tell it's a new phone? Congratulations, you may be seated. So here's a hint, if you want a selfie, you can bring your phone, but please know how to do it better than I did. This is an amazing time for your lives, and as individuals and institutions, we all pass through stages of development, points in time where we grow in new roles and new responsibilities. This ceremony is a transition event for all of you. Today, we will recognize individuals with academic honors. The gold, silver, or white cords will identify these students who have had outstanding academic achievement. White for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors will identify these students for you. Blue cords will signify academic achievement for our certificate students. In addition, we are proud to recognize graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa, and you will see them by their gold stoles and gold tassels. And we will also proudly recognize the members of Alpha Chi. Their white stoles will identify these students. We would now like to recognize our veterans, identified by red, white, and blue cords, who are graduating, including those who have served on active duty, as well as those who are currently serving in all branches of the military. I would ask our veteran graduates to please stand. I'd ask you to remain standing while I tell the audience a little bit about our veteran students. 2 of them are Purple Heart recipients, 3 Bronze Star, 36 Iraq campaign medals, and 41 Afghanistan campaign medals. We are very proud of our veteran students. Thank you very much. You may be seated. We're happy to tell you that we have almost 400 veterans attending Penn College this year. Now at this time, Dr. Carolyn Strickland, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Associate Provost, and the respective school deans will assist in the presentation of the graduates. We know this is a time when you want to capture all the photographs, videos, or whatever else you're interested in capturing during the ceremony. We simply ask that you let the area in front of our official photographers open so they can take their pictures. Otherwise, you're welcome to come down front. And with that, our ceremony will begin. Senator.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the School of Business and Hospitality. Zachary Dylan Pepperman. Carissa Ann Seals. Kevin M. Steinbacher. Jessica T. Haynes. Danielle Louise Cannon. Liliana Morgan Strunk. Melise E. Kenyon. Samantha K. Lelko. Marla J. Haas. Nicholas Edward Haran. Elizabeth Ann Kepler. Stephen Ray Miller. Sabrina Rose Smith. Richard C. Brown. Jackie Guang Chen. Nicholas A. Conklin. Sarah Elizabeth Dierkoff. Lacey May Feast. Cody Allen Hill. Oscar M. Paredes. Elizabeth J. Raybuck. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Michael D. Seitzer. Casey L. Smith. Lori Christine Tobin. Adam Joseph Kennedy. Joseph A. Reeder. Jade A. Rohde. Kayla Barbara Schneider. Lacey Brooke Comfer. William E. Burns. Noah T. Kaler. Jenna A. DeBoulis. Sierra J. Glenny. Aubrey Lene Hartraft. Adam Thomas Hook. Joshua J. Whitney. Benjamin Thomas Flanagan. Robert P. Grohl. Tristan James Hauk. Thomas Michael Mallison, Jr. Dane Joseph Young.
President Gilmore, I'm proud to present the graduates from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
James Lewis Newby. Vito Galati. Brett A. Milkovitz. Say it again? Mansfield. Oh, thank you. Zachary Nicholas Mansfield. Jake Joseph Swensky. Justin Richard Ulow. Joshua Tyler Fickle. Nicholas Edward Mills. Ashley M. Roush. Dominic Robert Carnival. Nathaniel C. Puckett. Ezra A. Adams. Matthew N. Gaffney. How do you say that? Shane M. Kostashak. Timothy R. Pitcairn. Not. Clinton R. Knott. Joseph M. Radice. Tanner Jeffrey Spatzer. Silas C. Hall. How do you say that? Zachary William Harwanko. Schaefer. Cody Tyler Schaefer.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Health Sciences.
Lindsay Ray Davis. Chelsea B. Eberly. Nicole Elizabeth Hassey. Elizabeth M. DeMeo. How do you say it? Nicholas Brock Santalucia. Reed. Daniel Reed Harrison. Teresa E. Howie. Stephanie Elizabeth Falcone. Christopher David Hilliard. Morgan Taylor Plank. Edwin G. Arroyo Diaz. Christina Jasmine Mignot. Elena Rochelle Bertothy. Maggie Catherine Calkins. Megan Blue Chitwood. Melanie D. Oliveira. I'm sorry about my That's all right. Danielle Nicole Dent. Haley Dawn Estrite. Emily Marie Fulton. Corey Allen Hamill. Jessica Marie Hossman. Benjamin S. Liebig. Kaylee Lynn Liuza. Michaela Elizabeth Lugo Schlegel. Nicole Marie Mestock. Francesca Balducci Manza. Jordan Marie Peasley. Yeah, that's fine. I don't say that. She just come up. That's okay. Renee Ramirez. Duncan Rodriguez. Dana Scott Sealander. Cassandra Lynn Smoyer. Luke Douglas Spang. Cecilia M. Toomey. Amanda Lucille Twig. Brandon Lee Wilkinson. Angela Lynn Oneshock. Elena Ivanova Krantz. Shirley Charles. Shakur O'Neill Jarrell Whaley.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the School of Industrial, Computing, and Engineering Technologies.
Shem Bayogar. Justin Tyler James. Timothy Michael Kainsbauer. Ethan M. Lipton. Sean Martin Molesky. Frank Raymond Sachwala. Jennifer L. Daniel. Eric J. Germiller. Chloe F. Marino. John Mark Good IV. Evan A. Vigna. Richard Marcel Wood. Dwight Darwin Alexander. Yes. Give you a second so you don't get caught.
Yeah, in a second, sure.
Dwight Darwin Alexander. Leo J. Ravina. Step forward right next to her. How do you say that? How do you say that? Constantinos K. Argyris. Tegan Russell Bahosky? Yes. Tegan Russell Bahosky. Grigas? Yes. How do you say that? Theophilus R. Grigas. Mark E. Weaver. Right up next to her. Gavitt. Jacob Ryan Gavitt. Mark D. Cosiola. Timothy James Lamont. Tyler J. Forbes. Earl Q. Anderson Parker. Brandon H. Bannister. Christian Duval Evans. Andrew T. Logan. Frederick William McGarry III. No. Matthew S. Nauman. Congratulations. Thank you. Diane Booth Bubb. Joshua P. Bull. Derek McPherson. Dylan M. Scaringi. Thank you. Austin R. Schaefer. Michael Francis Hamlet. Vernell. Amanda Vernell Hartman. Colin Michael O'Neill. Nathaniel Stephen Weller. Jordan Elizabeth Stevenson. Hi. Oh, congratulations. Alamri. Bader Ali Alamri. Oh. Abdullah On Albishi. Say that one more time. Mohana Mohammed Al Mohammed. Abdul Aziz Al Khatani. Ahmed Salam Al Rashidi. Rockin? Al Safrani. Rockin Mohammed Al Safrani.
Saeed Hassan Al-Sharani.
Hassad?
Hassan.
Saeed Hashan Al Sharani. Connor Allen Hoke. Aaron C. Schaefer. David M. Anderson. Nicholas J. Beck. Michael A. Kramer.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Dahas.
Ryan M. DeHaas. Tristan Anthony Eichfeld. Heather Lynn Gadomski. Andrew Hatch. Bradley L. Hayden. Bethany L. Cole. Jonathan D. Kump. You don't want Thomas?
You can add it.
Anthony Thomas Madden. John Matson Warner. Stengline. Eric Daniel Stengline. Christopher Michael Catch. Logan Marshall Tubiello. Samuel H. Bressler. Francis Michael Burns. Zachary J. Hain. Daniel M. Rafferty. Tripoli. Say it again. Thank you. Noah M. Turpalili.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Sciences, Humanities, and Visual Communications.
Katressa Baker. Gavin D. Crosby. Autumn M. Devine. Elizabeth L. Landis. Katie R. Pierce. Say it again. Mackenzie Lynn Eliftawi Petraka. Latricia Monique Scutching. Heather M. Schaefer.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Sean J. Lambert. Broden C. Bushnell. Andrew Michael Clark. Joshua Field Feitner. Jerry Lua Aguilar.
Just as it looks.
Jonathan Jeffrey Robbins. Jan J. Brugman. Kevin M. Casey. Alexander J. Radaichuk. Colin William Malott. Ian Michael Schott Wagner.
Last name is Brazil.
Thank you. Lorenzo Antonio Brazil. Brian W. Wolf. Jason Cole Four. Zane H. Fuller. David Kevin Rupp, Jr. Jacob Marshall Snyder. Hawk. Jonathan Raymond Hawk. Austin John Mills. Paul Michael George. Hayden Grant Keener. Jason Ross Pino. Schaefer. Larry James Schaefer. Charles B. Page. Colleen Aaron Grove. Daniel A. Hackworth. Ambrose Preston Hill. Natasha Marie Martin. Sadie Lynn Trudgeon. Brian Michael Wasson. and Garrett David Corneliusson.
Your connection to the college does not end today. As graduates, you're now members of the Penn College Alumni Association, and that is the main link between you and your alma mater. I encourage you to keep in touch with alumni relations, and you'll hear from us monthly via our alumni newsletter. Now, we know that the best way to keep in touch with you is through social media, so you can also keep in touch with our Facebook page. It will be my pleasure to welcome you back on campus to alumni events and other activities, so we can keep your contact information up to date, please. We really like to hear about the successes that you have. Within about 6 months, you're going to get a graduate survey. That survey is really important to us, and I would encourage you to take the time to complete it and return it to us. Now, this is where the program says closing remarks. And it's a pretty special time for me because it's my honor to be the last person to get to speak to you before you leave Penn College. So for the next 2 minutes, and I really promise it won't be more than that, I'd like to, with all due respect to everybody in the audience, just speak to the students. As I said in my welcome, you really don't have any idea how much you've touched our lives in ways that will yet come to mean something to you. Whether it was your first day on campus through open house, whether it was your FYE teacher, whether it was the major teacher that you had and we've heard you talk about or reminisce about today, or whether it's the person sitting beside you, your roommate or your friend, you have touched lives in ways you have no clue. In preparing for today's closing remarks, I've recently heard the phrase, tomorrow makers. You are the tomorrow makers for Penn College. No matter what you think about, the talent, the dedication, the simple brain power, and the compassion that sits among all of you will make tomorrow better for all of us. Sitting in this room could easily be somebody to invent something, to make our world better, to save someone's life, or to create a new opportunity for all of us. I also want to take a moment in saying our goodbye to you to let you know that standing behind me today, although sitting behind me right now, I feel like I'm standing between two groups of tomorrow makers, because the faculty behind me have had a key role in getting you to where you are today. We couldn't be more proud of their work, because look at the product. Look at what stands before us. So the tomorrow makers behind me look out with pride on the tomorrow makers in front of me. This is an incredibly exciting time in your life. You're going to make difficult choices, and as Ed Garrett told you, you're going to have successes, and yes, you're going to have failures. But I will go to sleep tonight knowing that you will face those failures with a Penn College degree, a degree that works. You will also face those failures with an understanding of what it means to make a difference in the world and to what it means to help each other. When you go out now, through these doors and out into the street, you'll start celebrating. And then you'll put away the cap and gown. You might frame your diploma. Your moms and your significant others and your family and friends will keep this diploma, this graduate ceremony program as a memento. And I hope you look back on it and remember, I have one final request for all of you. As a tomorrow maker, please make us Penn College proud, because more than anything, we wish you the best in life, the best in your career, and the best the world has to offer. Thank you for making a difference in our lives. Congratulations.
As Dr. Mather would say, you did something right. Save it. I invite those who are able to stand, gentlemen to remove your caps, and everyone to join in the singing of the Penn College Alma Mater. It is found on page 2 of your program.
Nestle